Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the importance of reviews for books. An author, a good way to thank us is to not only read our books, but to review them. Preferably a good review, but I mean, be honest. If you don't like it, let us know. But just don't be a dick about it. Don't say, oh, this book sucks, don't read it. Your opinion is it sucks, doesn't mean it sucks. Just not your book, not the thing you like to read. Just give an honest review, what you liked about it, or what you didn't like about it. Just being an ass about it doesn't help anybody. If you don't like the book, just say, what you didn't like about it. But anyways, I wanted to read some of my reviews I've actually gotten from people who've read my books. Okay, for Redcap, which is the first book of my folklore series, I'm going to read this. Janice Kelly wrote, hold on, stupid screensaver popped up. Okay. This was my first time reading Mr. Yokum's work, and it will most surely not be my last time. When I saw the cover, I wasn't sure what to expect. What I got was a fast-paced, pulse-racing, and a bit scary, as well as creepy too. This book reminded me a teeny bit of Stephen King's writing. Man, that feels pretty good to hear that. It came as a surprise to me. I won't hesitate to read another one of Mr. Yokum's books. The only thing I could find wrong with this book was the last paragraph followed by those dreadful words, "The end." That's a pretty good review. And she gave me 5 stars. That makes me feel good, especially saying I'm kind of like Stephen King. I don't think I am, but if one of my readers thinks I am, that's cool. Okay, another review for Redcap by Brittany Damron. It's going to make me blush. Larry is a genius. His style of writing just flows through the pages of his books. Redcap was pretty creepy, but in a good way. Kyle, I like Kyle. This book will give you the goosiest of goosebumps, make you truly think. I'm not much on spoilers, so I won't say much more. Read this book and you won't be disappointed, I promise. And I'm going to prove to you that it actually says that. See? Okay, I'm sorry, there's a glare on the screen. Just go to Amazon and put my stuff in there. You'll see I'm not making these reviews up. This is actually what they're saying. So that makes me feel pretty good. Okay. I don't have one yet for Baba Yaga, which I'm hoping to get one on that soon because I kind of like that book. Okay, reviews for Yokum's Compendium of Bizarre and Original Stories. I think I actually have a couple reviews on this one. Let me click on it. I got 3 reviews. One by Amazon customer. No, they didn't put their name in there. I so enjoyed this collection. I can't say which of the stories I like the best because they're all riveting, fun in a dark sort of way, and indeed bizarre and original. The writing is fresh. Mr. Yokum is a master storyteller who engages his readers from the get-go. In the first story, an essay that turns out to be a study on the nature of evil, which is called You Can't Spell Devil Without Evil, I found myself deliciously repulsed in instances and laughing out loud in others. I got the biggest kick out of his reference to Barney the Purple Dinosaur. Yes, the Purple Dinosaur is the Antichrist, and Teletubby Land with all of its evil denizens. I nearly spat out my coffee when he referred to Charles Manson as Uncle Chuckles. Did you all know that forcing a child to listen to disco is evil? Hilarious. I don't want to say much more because I won't spoil the collection for anyone, but if you like creepy and sometimes funny tales, do yourself a favor and buy this book. I was so impressed by this fine writing and wonderful tales that I bought another of his titles and I look forward to reading that too. Well done, Mr. Yokum. And here's one by Regina P. I purchased this book direct from the author and I was delighted with the collection of bizarre interlocking stories inside. The anthology is great for some quick reads that will take you outside reality. I highly recommend it. And the other one by Allison M. Looking for a new sci-fi read that will fill your brain with the unusual? This is it. Fresh and unique, not your cliche story or rehash of the same old, same old. Check it out. That's pretty cool. I know with Amazon, I think after a certain amount of reviews, your book gets more, coverage. I don't have any reviews yet. Oh, I do, for Haunting on the Nobility. Awesome. My review for Haunting on the Nobility, 5-star by Elaine Hansen, excuse me. Must read, excellent. Short but sweet, and hey, it's a 5-star review, so I'll take it, Didn't have to be a long diatribe or anything. No worries. Here's my very first published book, which is no longer in print, The Arachnid Anthology. All these stories, once I got the contract expired from Publish America, I reprinted them, and those are all the stories that are in Yokum's Compendium of Bizarre and Original Stories. It originally was on that collection called the Arachnid Anthology. Jim H. Great fun, good read. These are some of the most humorous and bizarre stories you'll ever read. I couldn't put the book down till I read cover to cover. Good, lighthearted fun. He must be a little sick in the head if he thinks it's lighthearted fun, but hey, I'll take a 4-star review. Amazon customer said, fantastic. Hey, if you like Strange and Unusual, this is the book. Nice work, Mr. Yokum III. You've got to love to hate spiders. I actually had 2 collections of short stories that when the contracts were done, they both went into Yokum's Compendium. The other one was called Tales of Things That Should Not Be. Nobody ever reviewed that, but as far as I'm concerned, both those books, any reviews that they got, count towards Yokum's Compendium because, same thing. And actually, I got 2 customer reviews for, I just read the one for Redcap a few minutes ago. That Redcap is actually the 2nd edition when I made it into the first book of the folklore series, because originally it was just a book I published. It was just simply Redcap. So these 2 reviews, I count towards that one, even though they're on the first edition of it. And Gerald Loeb gave me a review. Mr. Yokum is obviously an accomplished storyteller and writer. In Redcap, a returning veteran copes with latent PTSD and the shocking loss of a relative. The style is uniquely described in this well-edited work, which avoids many mistakes that authors make. Beware of the monster within. No spoilers here for the ending, but highly recommend this work, which truly deserves a wide audience. And Charles Dent gave me a 5-star review too. I thought the book was a good read. It progressed nicely, showing the story of a man returning to a home that isn't necessarily home anymore. Mixed into that is a dab of unexpected magic that takes the story on a very different track. The story is definitely worth a read. That's cool because it's the same book. Like I said, when I did the 2nd edition of it, I turned it into Folklore Series Book 1. Those are all my reviews. It's not many, but I appreciate the ones I have, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting more reviews, especially with my upcoming books. But I always like to see new reviews on the books I've had out for a while. Alright. So, in conclusion, if you like a book, or even if you don't like it, leave a review. Because even if you don't like it, it still helps the author out with having more reviews added to the book. Amazon's the best place to leave the reviews, but also if you ever go to the site called Goodreads, you can leave one there too. That's why I like Kindle, if you leave a review, because after you're done with the Kindle book, it'll ask if you want to leave one. Then you put your review in there, however many stars and whatever you want to type in. It'll, if I remember right, it's been a while since I left one on Kindle, but it'll let you put it on Amazon and on Goodreads both. That way you don't have to do it twice. It'll just leave it on both sites. And of course, if you happen to buy the book from Barnes & Noble, on their website, you can leave one there too. There's a couple of reviews on my Barnes & Noble. I don't have a page for them, but you can look my books up on barnesandnoble.com, and a couple of them have reviews. So I'm not going to bother reading those, but the ones I read from the Amazon reviews, like I said, thank you for everybody who left the reviews. I'm glad you love the books. And remember, everybody out there, you like a book, don't like the book, whatever, leave the review for the author. We appreciate it either way. It helps us out. So thank you, and have a good one.